Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, taking a look back at the 2021 Belmont Stakes, the third jewel in racing's Triple Crown, going a mile and a half at Belmont Park. Two very good three-year-olds put on an excellent show in this year's Belmont Stakes. We break from the gate. Keep an eye on Hot Rod Charlie, the Louisiana Derby winner, breaking from post position 4, hustled out of there by Flavien Prat to get position. He is quicker, somewhat surprisingly, Mike, than Rock Your World, the winner of the Santa Anita Derby in gate-to-wire fashion.
Yeah, this is a great ride from Pratt here. He obviously had a plan coming out of the gate that he wanted this horse on the lead, made sure that he got it. And you can see now as they go around the first turn, he's basically gotten control of this pace early. Several lengths behind him. There's the Gray, the winner of the race, Essential Quality. He also, I thought, got a great ride, Dan. Saez got this horse off the inside on the first turn. You can see him right now. He's riding this horse along just to make sure he doesn't get too far outrun. He's always got this horse in a good position, and Hot Rod Charlie starts to take some pressure.
And they are going quick in the early portion of this race. 22-3, opening and contested quarter and a mile and a half race. Right in behind the leaders, the Japanese horse once again showing surprising tactical speed. That is Francisco Deina. He pays the price for his efforts. We're starting to see Essential Quality get to the outside now. A Preakness winner, Rombauer. He's 4 wide as he was in the Kentucky Derby, but he's moving very comfortably.
Yeah, he gets a great ride in this race, out in the clear, moving up the backstretch here, and you can see that Hot Rod Charlie just can't get a breather up on the lead. Dan, he went fast to get there. Rock Your World kept up with him all the way up the backstretch here. Hot Rod Charlie's going to be under some pressure, but the winner's already on the move. Dan, they're going to hook up about the 3/8 pole.
And trying to follow the cover of Essential Quality right here is Known Agenda, the winner of the Florida Derby. Now, it looks for a brief second, Mike, that Known Agenda is going to get the toe into the race by Essential Quality, but Essential Quality just has a stronger turn of foot than Known Agenda, and Known Agenda soon backs out of it.
Yeah, Known Agenda got a great trip in there. He did get towed into the race by Essential Quality, but he's just not good enough to keep up. From right about this point, the top two are going to hook up right here, Dan. They're going to move away from this field. Known Agenda's all in at this point. He can't go. Rombauer got a great trip, saving all the ground. He's angling out to the clear right now. He's got a shot at this thing. He is not nearly good enough. The 1-2 are going to hook it up and duel it to the wire.
2-horse race for the final 3/16 of a mile. Essential Quality has the lead. No one would have faulted Hot Rod Charlie if he packed it in right here, fell behind 2 lengths. Instead, Hot Rod Charlie battles all the way down inside the 16th pole before finally feeling the effects of that early pace. Essential Quality wins the Belmont Stakes, and he wins it with a whopping 109 Beyer speed figure. And I have to admit, Mike, maybe it was just a pace-aided 109. I didn't see that fig coming.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really in this division had run a fast race yet, so it was nice to finally get one. The 1-2 finishers of this race both ran very, very well, Dan. They faced each other 3 times now. There is clearly not much between these two horses, but as of now, Essential Quality has a slight edge. He ran very, very well in winning this race.
Loved the ride from both Saez and Prat. Really can't complain about the ride from Johnny Velasquez on Rombauer. Jose Ortiz did everything he could above known Agenda. Essential Quality, again, was 4 wide for most of the way. Hot Rod Charlie was dueling early with Rock Your World, won the duel, lost the war. Both ran great. Who ran better?
Essential Quality probably ran the better race here, at least in my opinion he did. That doesn't mean that Hot Rod Charlie didn't run well also, Dan. Again, he did go fast to get to the lead. He was under a lot of pressure up there too. It's not like he ever got to back things down. But, this wasn't, a ridiculous pace. It was just a solid pace. He ran very well in here. To me, Essential Quality ran the best race.
They were over 11 lengths clear of the Preakness winner, Rombauer. I think there were questions about the overall quality of the Preakness, and I know Medina Spirit finished first in the Kentucky Derby, and Midnight Bourbon is a nice horse, but you had the feeling that going against Essential Quality and Hot Rod Charlie, Rombauer was taking a step up in this race, and I think that's how it showed on the track.
Yeah, that's certainly true. He didn't run poorly in this race at all, Dan. But again, he got a really good trip, and you could just see as they came with a quarter pole that he just wasn't going to be able to go with the 1-2 finishers. At the end of the day, he wound up getting clear in third and out finishing Known Agenda, but he just wasn't really a factor at any point in this race.
Were you surprised that Todd Pletcher had some pretty glowing things to say about Known Agenda's 4th place finish? He wants to go on with this horse. to the Travers, a race that I'm sure horses like Essential Quality and Rombauer and several other of good 3-year-olds are going to be targeting. He feels there's some upside here. He liked the way this horse showed that mid-race move before flattening out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's a nice horse too. He's not as good as Essential Quality or Hot Rod Charlie at this point. But listen, he's obviously a talented 3-year-old. And when you have a talented 3-year-old, you're supposed to run in the big races. So I hope he does show up for races like the Travers.
Going into the Kentucky Derby, Rock Your World was the fastest 3-year-old on the Buyer's scale. His 100 Buyer speed figure in the Santa Anita Derby was tops. He obviously had the excuse in the Kentucky Derby, a front runner just being sloughed leaving the starting gate and had no chance to get close to the pace. Here, he was close to the pace. He was putting the pressure on Hot Rod Charlie, and he was the first to back out. Was he exposed here?
Yeah, he was exposed a little bit. The pace was solid, but again, Hot Rod Charlie was the one setting that pace. This horse kept up with him, for a pretty long way, all the way up the backstretch, Dan. But you could tell by the time they got to the 3/8 pole that he wasn't going to be a factor in this race. He tired very badly in the stretch and got left behind. He's still a nice horse. They could still find. I don't think they, have to totally give up on the dirt idea with him, but I won't be surprised when we find him back on turf pretty quick.
They do have the options on turf, and certainly a strict cutback in distance would work for him. Let's take a look at Essential Quality, a son of Tappet, and it's fairly amazing the run of success that Tappet has had in the Belmont Stakes over recent years. His only blemish from 7 starts, that 4th place finish in the Kentucky Derby, beaten a length while wide throughout, 2-year-old champion of 2020. He's a very good horse, Mike, and you have to think that right now, he is head and shoulders above the rest of the division.
Well, it clearly is the leader of this division right now. This was a quality win in the Belmont Stakes. He got a figure for it finally. It feels like there's still better to come with this horse. Obviously, we found out distance is no problem for him. There's just a lot to like, Dan. He's a real nice horse.
Taking a look at the prices, Essential Quality got hammered last flash, if you could believe it. 9-5 to 6-5, 460 for Essential Quality. Hot Rod Charlie 410 to place. Rombauer 350 to show. 243 in the Belmont Stakes. Essential Quality makes amends for his 4th place finish in the Kentucky Derby over a very game and hard trying Hot Rod Charlie.